Where does the word Zeitgeist come from? It's a German word, a compound of Zeit and Geist. Zeit comes from the Middle High German word Zit, which itself comes from the pre-Germanic word Tiditz. The Middle English word tide derives from the Old English word tit, which is recognizable as being connected to Tiditz. The Middle English word time means Zeit in New High German and is in turn related to the stem of the word tide. It is recognizable how the Old English word tit is related to that one. Geist comes from the Old High German Geist and can be translated to ghost in New English. But the second meaning of Geist in German is spirit or mind. Again, a connection to Old English is evident, as its word Geist means soul or being or spirit as well. Georg Friedrich Hegel first coined the term Geist seiner Zeit, which could be said to mean the spirit of a time period. Nobody can skip their time. The spirit of their time is also the spirit of his or herself. Humans live in societies governed by laws, but also by unwritten and sometimes unspoken conventions. Does this mean that people are destined to be nothing more than a product of their time and will otherwise be limited in the development of their personalities? Let us take a look at a couple of examples. The 1920s were a time of great economic growth, driven by recovery from the First World War. It was a time of social revolution during which women all over the world gradually gained the right to vote. The impact of mass production drove the development of technology throughout the 20th century, so that by the middle of the century, radio, television, air travel, and motor cars were more widely affordable, all of which meant that entertainment, in addition to education, became reasonable expectations for people living in the Western world. The older Victorian values gave way to greater freedom of expression, determination to gain new experiences, and less inhibited behavior for many in society. Globalism, capitalism, and consumerism may provide more economic prosperity, but also contribute to a lessening of value placed on nature and on the environment. We are aware of scientific evidence that expresses concern about climate change, bee mortality, and ocean pollution, but personal and corporate wealth is still the zeitgeist of this time. Are we victims of the zeitgeist? Are we powerless to affect change in the face of such powerful interests? We hope that this is not the case, but as we learn more about ourselves and our own past, we ought to be able to reflect on our behavior in this present and looking towards the future.